in this world of digitalization. 20th century is the century of revolution in information technology. Earlier, 19th and 20th century, these two centuries, historically, we have read that these were the centuries of revolution in industrialization. Consequently, there was First World War and Second World War, 1914 to 18, 1938 to 45. Analyzed and observed the history internationally at the world level. The USSR was the authority up to 1990. After that, the USA became one of the greatest nations in the form of veto power. In 1914, when our President President Modi became Prime Minister of India, if we comparatively study, then we read that there was some of the initiatives before this time, and we have celebrated as Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Up to this time, our India has taken 75 years after independence, and our India is planning for the completion of this century, where India will stand, how India will become the exposer, explorer and exploiter of the most valuable things of the world in the form of medicines and in the form of information. As we have studied that, our India has become one of the greatest nations with open defecation free, not only in the cleanliness, but also it has taken many initiatives in the different fields of agriculture, industry, information technology, means of communication, means of transportation, post offices, railway, banking, defense sector, unaccountable steps our India has taken. Different sectors, then we find that 130 crore people who got great winning from the corona disease. After that, our nation has become the first manufacturer industrial nation of the world. to the ecology and economy. Our India has made a great history in the form of different advancements of science in aeronautical engineering, in creating manufacturing industries of aircraft. Our different states are providing the infrastructures by launching and initiating different airports in India. Our India has become one of the greatest nations of the flights in the sky. It has become convenient to create relativity and connectivity with the worldly people. Day by day, month by month, year by year, our India is growing in the different fields of airways, fireways, soilways, skyways and waterways. And today, in the end of this year, if we go through the reportings, history of these advancements, then we find that for the 23rd year of this century, we have taken many initiatives. Digital, through this modern technology, we find that electronology, technology, digitalogy, and our every common people have become the best user of all the sections. 40% people of our nation from the villagers have become the best user of this digitalogy. And this digitalogy technology has become the great revolution in information technology. This is the great advancement of our India. And in future, India will prove one of the greatest exposer, explorer and exporter of the different services and goods. Dear friends, through the digital India, as we have read that, with the aim of converting India into a developed country with apt foreground and in-depth knowledge for becoming a digitally realized economy, the Government of India flagged off the Digital India program in 2015 with a grant launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With the advent of the internet, e-governance enterprises started taking shape slowly but steadily. The idea is to improve internet connectivity and make the public digitally aware, especially by empowering the rural sector. The focus is on developing infrastructure and providing enhanced electronic initiatives across and reducing manual work. Today we we see that paperwork has become lessened. Online programs, digitally we have connected with the integrated network. Our all different institutions have become interconnected to the digital facility. This is also the great advancement of our nation, creating digital infrastructure along with improving digital literacy is a key aspect of moving forward in the vision for digital India. One of the first few steps in this direction were the computerization of railways and land records. Today we see that our railways, post offices, and the ways of connectivity and relativity have become very convenient and comfortable for the common user of our villagers. Taking cue from the central government, different state governments too started coming up with their own e-governance initiatives to help create awareness about digitalization and improve infrastructures. Primarily, the vision for Digital India was centered around three main aspects, which are as follows. One is empowering citizens digitally with the help of collaborative platforms for increased digital literacy. The Digital India program pushes for comprehensive knowledge and increased usage of smartphones, computers, laptops, tablets, among various other digital or electronic devices. This goal includes making resources digitally accessible, transferring copies of documents to the cloud, building online platform government, approachability, offering digital services in Indian regional languages, creating and utilizing digital infrastructure. Imagine a scenario where you are able to digitally convey a message from the far end of the world to an extremely remote village shying away in an oblivious corner of India with the help of the internet. Wouldn't that be wonderful? That is exactly what Digital India is trying to achieve by proposing to build infrastructure that supports a high-speed internet all across the country, including areas with remote connectivity, to look at it in terms of specific targets. This is what it aims to achieve, creating a unique digital identity that serves an individual lifelong across a range of platforms and services and is completely authentic, making high-speed internet available as a topmost priority for relaying information and delivering services, making provision for a public cloud with a private space that can be shared among us specification or specific individuals, encouraging digitalization in the financial sector by promoting services such as mobile banking and net banking. Building a cyberspace that is safe and well encrypted, making a common service center easily accessible to all, e-governance and digital delivery of services. As mentioned earlier, the government at the central and state level has been coming up with a range of electronic initiatives. These are being improvised with the aim of making the delivery of public services an easier and smoother process and making access to these services effortless and trouble-free. All these plans are being executed with the needs of the common man in mind through service delivery options and make processes easier and help create digital awareness. The initiative aims to achieve with this aspect in mind, making cashless financial transactions digitally, supporting business workflows with enhanced digital services, providing single window services across different departments, seamless integration, making use of real-time services online, digital platforms, accelerating e-services by making them available on the cloud, geospatial information system, GIS technology for better integration with related organizations. As per, as per the Digital India Mission statement, they stand by the acronym IT, which stands for three different verticals. E-Kranti means electronic Kranti. E-Kranti is another name for the revamped version of the e-governance platform launched on a national level by the Government of India called the National E-Governance Plan 2.0. The original structure of the plan consisted of domains such as healthcare, agriculture, education, land, courts, passports, municipalities, police, taxes, and so on. With the motto of transforming e-governance in order to transform governance, transformation instead of translation, and integrated services instead of individual services, amongst others. The government is pushing for the e-Kranti program to be a cornerstone for the Digital India movement. Apart from the mentioned social projects, this program will also the additional or the addition of the other relevant aspects such as women empowerment, child development, urban governance, financial awareness, social assistance, and so on. Here are some of the projects being undertaken under this program. Electronic healthcare, as per this subdivision, technology would be provided to maintain medical records, provide medical consultation online, record patient information, supply medicine through online portals, among others. Electronic education. The idea for this platform is to provide internet in all schools with free Wi-Fi in secondary and higher secondary schools. As per the plan, Thank you, listeners and watchers.